Good morning, Year 2. It is comprehension time on Thursday, the 4th of March. Okay, we're nearly at the end of our week. Let's keep going and see what our learning is for today. So, Thursday, the 4th of March, can I answer questions about a recount? What do we mean by a recount? What kind of text is a recount then? Okay, so a recount is something that's already happened, isn't it? It's writing about past events, so events that have already happened, and we've got some retrieval and some inference questions to look at today. Our text today is on page 9 and it is called Camping Trip. So some children have been on a camping trip and this is a recount about what happened. When you go camping, what do you sleep in? What do we sleep in when we go camping? A tent, don't we? Camping is all about being outdoors, isn't it? Being outdoors with nature, and we might sleep in a tent. So I would like you to use your knowledge and your understanding of going camping to make a little prediction about what could happen in the recount today about the camping trip. Do you think it is going to be a positive camping trip? Do you think it's going to be a trip where some things go wrong? What sorts of things could go really, really well and be really good? Or what sorts of things could go wrong? Can you have a little predict, please, with your grown-up? Okay, let's have a little look then at some tricky words. Some tricky words in our text today. That one is the word one. We can't sound that one out, can we? We just have to know that one. It's the word one. Same for that one. It is there. What does that kind of there mean that's spelt in that way? I wonder if you could put it into a sentence. Which does that one mean? So T-H-E-I-R is where we have something that belongs to somebody. So they are sleeping in their tent. It's the tent that belongs to them. Wonder if you've got a good sentence with there spelled that way. This one then, we have got our letter C making a sound, and we have got a split digraph I sound. What has happened then? There we go, back. So we've got X, I, excited. What does excited mean? It's a happy feeling, isn't it? Excited. You might feel excited when you're looking forward to something or doing something that's really, really fun or something that you really, really want to do. So it's a positive feeling, isn't it, of being excited? Wonder if you could do an excited face to your grown-up. Okay, tricky word. Water. Water. I've had that one before. Okay, this one has got O and O. O and O normally makes an, or lots of times can make an oo sound, but sometimes O and O can make an O sound. Okay, so it is the word stud. Stood. What does stood mean? I stood at the top of the cliff. Stood is the past tense of stand, isn't it? So I can stand on the bridge, or I stood on the bridge. It's the past tense of stand, that one. That one then. We've got in, min. And then this part would look like it would be a split digraph oo or a split digraph u, but we wouldn't have the word in, oot, minute, or the word minute. So this one is the word minute. It looks like you would have a split digraph at the end, but it is the word minute. So our hours are made up of minutes, aren't they? It is a unit of time. Okay, this one then has got a silent T. It's got a T in the word that we do not sound out when we are reading it. So this is the word listened. Got a T there that stays silent. It's the word listened. Again, it's got ed. It's another past tense verb. Remember, in a recount, The writing is written in past tense, isn't it? So listened. I listened carefully and heard the birds singing. Listened. Oh, my children in phonics, we've had that as our tricky word. We've had and then or. O-U-G-H is making or in this word thought. And thought is the past tense of think, isn't it? Think, thought. Okay, we haven't got any words, I don't think today, that you would struggle with the meaning of them. We've talked about a few of them, but I think hopefully most of the words in the text today are words that you will understand what they mean. If it is that you've come across a word and you're not sure of the meaning, you might want to talk about it with your grown-up. You might want to see if you can use the dictionary to look it up. Okay, but hopefully you will be able to understand all of the words from today's text. So it is camping trip on page 9. On your marks, get set and read. Off you go. Hey, did you have a good read? Super. We're going to have a think about some practice questions then, and then you're going to have a think about your questions in the text. So, first practice question says, what did Patrick do when they arrived? What did Patrick do when they arrived? You might want to find this in your text. Maybe you could pause the video now, go and find me the answer, and then play it when you found it. I'm going to look for Patrick, and oh, I can see, so I've got Patrick there, Josie and Patrick went camping with their parents. It's not that one. Got Patrick there, but I don't think it's that one. Oh, but I've also got there the word arrived and Patrick again. So remember, we might have to hunt a little bit for these keywords. As soon as they arrived at the campsite, Patrick went swimming in the lake. Patrick went swimming in the lake. Did you get that one? Okay, so I'm going to write it down in my full sentence, remembering to use a capital letter. So what did Patrick do then they arrived at the lake? Now I could start with Patrick's name, or what's a little word I could use instead of Patrick's name? I call it a pronoun. I could use he, couldn't I? I'm going to start with he. We use he when we replace a name, and it is a male, a boy or a man. So he went swimming in the lake. And that one was a retrieval question. So I would just be able to copy that one down. He went swimming in the lake. In the lake. Full stop. There's our retrieval question done. Let's see the next one. Oh, now this one is a how question. How did Josie, the person's name was Josie, O making an O sound and I-E making an E sound. How did Josie feel about camping at the start? How did she feel about it at the start? Let's go to our text. Again, you might want to pause and find the answer to this one already. Now, this one then, got Josie there, look. And I know it's the start of the text, isn't it? So it says, Patrick was very excited. And then I've got the conjunction but. Okay? Patrick was very excited, but Josie wasn't so keen. If you're keen to do something, it means you're really, really eager and you might be excited to do it. But I've got the conjunction but, and but is used when there is an opposite, isn't there? So Patrick is really excited, but Josie isn't very keen. Josie's not excited. So how does she feel about the camping trip? She was not excited. She was not excited at the start. Patrick felt very excited, but Josie was not. She was not excited. She was not excited. Right, let's see your questions then from today. Had a couple of practice ones. Your first one today is a multiple choice question. So sometimes we have more than one answer and you've got to choose the right one. Why did Josie dip her toe in the lake? So it tells us she dipped her toe in. So that's your key information. And you've got to choose the right one. See what it tells us. It will give you a reason in the text. She wanted to test how cold the water was, or she wanted to wash her feet. Go back and look what it tells us. Question 2. What did Dad do while the children were toasting marshmallows on the fire? What did Dad do? We're looking for Dad as our keyword, aren't we, in that one? And we're looking for where it tells us about toasting marshmallows so that we can find the right part of the text. Question 3 then says, how did Josie feel about camping by the end of the day? We talked about how she felt at the start. She wasn't really looking forward to it or very excited. She wasn't keen. She didn't want to. But how did she feel about camping at the end of the day? How can you tell? So had her feelings changed? Was she enjoying it at the end, even though she wasn't excited at the start? And how can you tell? What clues are there? So that is an inference question. It doesn't tell us the exact answer, but there will be some clues, and the clues are how you can tell. What does it tell us about Josie's feelings or what Josie thought at the end? Okay, then your challenge then for today. This part then says, because I'm quite enjoying seeing your responses to these ones, so well done to the children who are always sending me in their responses. I know Zoe and Penny and Dante always send me in their answers to my challenges. So have you ever been camping? Did you like it? Why or why not? Or if you haven't been camping, would you like to go? Why or why not? Okay, so if you have been, did you like it and why? Or why not? If you haven't been, would you like to go? Why or why not? And then, as well as giving me your opinion on camping, I've got another little writing activity today that I want us to focus on adjectives. Because I noticed in the text there wasn't really any adjectives to describe. So I would like you to rewrite this part of the text out. And where I have left a space, I would like you to fill in an adjective to describe the noun in the sentence. And I would love to see you practicing your 2A sentences. So as soon as they arrived at the something campsite, I should have the word in there, at the something campsite. So what was the campsite like? Okay, what was the campsite like? Patrick went swimming in the something lake. In the evening, Mum and Dad made a something fire. The children toasted something marshmallows and listened to Dad telling something stories. So I would like you to have a go at rewriting that out for me, including some really interesting adjectives. So remember, adjectives describe the noun, and we want to be trying to use adventurous vocabulary, don't we? So don't tell me things are big, because we can think of much better words than big, okay? I would love to see how well you've done. Look out for a Super Marvellous Me badge for your writing if you are completing my challenge today. So you are going to have a go at copying out text there, but including some adjectives, and I can't wait to see how well you do. So you might want to pause the video. I'll try and get it so it's on the screen really clearly. There we go. You might want to pause the video to do your challenge. Okay. Well done, you two, for all of your super writing and comprehension work this week. We'll be back tomorrow for our very last comprehension video of our home learning experience. So keep working really hard, and we are still really enjoying seeing your learning from home. So keep sending it in right up to the end of the week, please, year 2. Big well done to you, and we'll see you back tomorrow.